Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I went to McDonald's, and as I went through the drive-thru I found that we finally have the fresh beef quarter pounders here. It's one of the last locations in the country to get it, and so I decided to order the double quarter pounder with cheese, and I had to race a massive storm to get back here like the Wizard of Oz. You know, right off the bat you can see something new and different is they have the premium wax paper wrapper on it like they would for the premium sandwiches. Let's try to zoom in the close-up to actually see those fresh beef burgers. They do look a little bit thicker. I got extra onions. As you can see, I always do get extra onions on my quarter pounder with cheese. I'd say the aroma of the beef is pretty similar to the original frozen ones. And of course I smell that wonderful extra onion on there. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, there's definitely a different texture to the beef. And there's actually some decent amount of juice coming out from this bite. You would sometimes see juice in a quarter pounder in the past, but these are certainly juicy. The meat is a little bit less dense in the way it's packed. Sort of like the difference between a frozen burger from a factory and one that you make yourself, and the flavor is very good. I don't know if you can see, but again, you've actually got melted cheese in there between these, and that's one reason I like to get the double quarter pounder, because you're more likely to get the melted cheese. And same thing with the triple cheeseburger. But also, frankly, the Big Mac and the quarter pounder regular have become almost like sliders with the downsizing. Years ago, double quarter pounder was too much for me, but now it's basically the only thing you can get, except when they have the Grand Mac that's really a adult male size burger if you're very hungry. You know, it seems to get even juicier the more you eat, and greasy in the very best way possible. Stop. Hold. Stop. Napanee Police. You cannot go down this road. The storm has caused a freight train to derail, and an Anunnaki flying saucer has crashed into the nuclear plant. Well, you can't go down this way. I recommend you take the Governor Mike Pence Skyway back to Amish Acres Hotel immediately and stay there. This is an extremely serious situation. You know, Tom DeLonge told me I wasn't to tell anyone, but hey, who am I kidding? It's Tom DeLonge. You know, there were clones of James Clapper and Michael Hayden and Jimmy Kimmel aboard that Anunnaki flying saucer, and they were being transported from the volcano on the Big Island in Hawaii to CERN headquarters. Look, I don't care where you're going, you're gonna have to turn that thing around. You cannot go down this road, it's a very dangerous situation. Oh no.
Look, unless you want to grow a second head, I think you better turn this car around and get out of here. Get a couple other guys over here. Oh, jeez. Does anybody have a Geiger counter on them? Hold on. The dungaree sniffing dogs have got a positive reading on this vehicle. I'm gonna have to see your license and registration. Alright, I've called in your license and registration and tag number. I've looked at your college transcripts and your 3 years of fantasy baseball results. I've checked your tire pressure and your current MVA records. And all I have to ask at this point is that a kimono you're wearing?
Well, this is obviously very fresh. The beef is, as I say, it's a little bit softer, it's less dense, very juicy, much juicier than you would get at McDonald's in the past. As I say, plenty of melted cheese. I recommend extra onions. The beef is not quite as a different, distinct flavor like the Angus burger, but it is still clearly a higher quality. But it's really very impressive when you consider they're doing something like Shake Shack or one of these very expensive upscale burger places in just a few minutes as you go through the drive-thru. And as far as the price, you're paying much less than you're paying at the gourmet burger hipster place, because this was $5.99. And then the not-so-fresh future felons on the Montgomery County Council greedily took 36 cents for themselves in tax. Ridiculous as usual, but there's a cell waiting for them somewhere in a federal supermax. But for right now, this is really a new burger experience at McDonald's. I think it certainly rivals just about anything at competing chains, and even frankly some of the hipster gourmet places, especially at this price. And I always thought the well-made, fresh, frozen quarter pounder with cheese was 5 stars, so certainly this fresh, juicy, melted cheese double quarter pounder is going to easily get 5 stars from me. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.